Mortality rate, 35%. Not COVID-19, not Ebola. You may or may not recognize it, but once you hear it, you don't forget it. Hantavirus. It spreads from rodents to humans. It is airborne, and there is no cure. So why is it talked about so little? Some see it as a health crisis. Others see it as the warning sign of the next major collapse of the global economy. Today, we'll listen to both sides, and in the end, you will decide. Welcome to economic history, the place where the untold stories of money, power, and economic history, and how they shape our world today, are revealed. 1993, New Mexico, Navajo territory. Healthy young people suddenly can't breathe. They arrive at hospitals and die within days. Doctors have no idea what is happening. Panic slowly begins to spread. The CDC steps in. After weeks of investigation, they find the cause. The deer mouse. Hantavirus spreads when particles from infected rodent droppings or urine become airborne and are inhaled. Human-to-human transmission is extremely rare, but one strain capable of it does exist. When you hear that, you want to relax. Okay, it doesn't spread between people, so no problem. But wait a second. The world has changed. Forests are shrinking. Rodents are moving into cities. Climate change is exploding rodent populations, and viruses mutate. In 2023, a case in Chile froze scientists in place. Human-to-human transmission, documented for the first time. There are dozens of hantavirus strains. The most dangerous is sin nombre, the nameless virus. They couldn't even give it a proper name. So why is this becoming relevant now? Because the numbers are changing. And as they change, something else changes too. Remember 2020? What happened when the first COVID news broke around the world? The markets didn't crash. Not yet. But supermarket shelves emptied. People rushed to withdraw cash. In some countries, even door locks sold out. Before the virus reached millions, fear had already spread everywhere. Now think about this. Look at how quickly hantavirus news spreads on social media. Every new case, every new country, every report of a new mutation creates an instant tremor in the markets. During the 2020 COVID panic, global markets lost $26 trillion in 6 weeks. Not because of the virus itself, because of a perception. Uncertainty is the financial system's greatest enemy. Health economists call this the cost of perception. Even without a real outbreak, the expectation of a pandemic can push economies into recession. And this is where an interesting question emerges. Are hantavirus headlines truly a public health warning? Or is someone using this fear for other purposes? Asking this question is not a conspiracy theory. History taught us to ask it. You'll read this online. Hantavirus is artificial. It was designed to crash the economy. Or the opposite, it's nothing, completely exaggerated. Both extremes are dangerous. Why? What do conspiracy theorists say? Sudden increases in virus cases coincide with certain periods of economic crisis. Pharmaceutical companies gain value with every new virus headline. The media turns every small case into a global catastrophe. What does science say? Hantavirus has been documented since the 1950s. It infected American soldiers during the Korean War. Climate change is altering rodent habitats. genuinely increasing these cases. There is no scientific evidence supporting a laboratory leak theory. Genomic analyses were conducted during the 2023 Chile hantavirus outbreak. The result? Natural evolutionary origin. Zero evidence of human intervention. But I also have to say this. Saying there is no conspiracy does not mean there is no risk. A real threat and misinformation can exist at the same time. And if you confuse the two, you cannot fight either one. So the real question is, how large is the actual threat? Okay, not a conspiracy, but how dangerous is it really? Let's compare. COVID-19 mortality rate around 1 to 3%. The world stopped. Hantavirus mortality rate up to 35%. The world kept going. What's the difference? Contagiousness. Right now, hantavirus does not spread easily from person to person. Right now. The WHO announced that hantavirus is on its watch list of viruses with pandemic potential. That list is kept very short. Hantavirus is on it. Now let's look at the economic dimension. Agriculture. Exploding rodent populations are increasing crop losses. In some regions, harvest losses reach 20 to 40%. Tourism. Every major outbreak headline causes regional tourism to collapse instantly. Healthcare system costs. Misdiagnosed cases, because symptoms begin like the flu, place unnecessary strain on the system. The economic threat comes not from the virus itself, but from being unprepared. Let's return to the beginning. 35%. Should that number scare you? Yes, but for the right reason. The real fear is not, will hantavirus end the world? The real fear is, are we unprepared every single time? What did COVID teach us? The cost of systematic unpreparedness can be heavier than the outbreak itself. Hantavirus may not become a major pandemic, but the next major outbreak will come. History guarantees it. When Dr. Anthony Fauci said in 2017, the question about the next pandemic should not be if, but when. This is exactly what he meant. There are 3 things that need to be done right now. Not panic, but information. Read every virus headline, but check the source. Take personal precautions. If you work in rural areas or around animals, know the symptoms of hantavirus: headache, fever, shortness of breath. Early diagnosis saves lives. Pressure the system. Governments must invest in early warning systems. Demanding this is not foolish. It's smart. Is hantavirus real? Yes. Is it an economic threat? Potentially. Is it the apocalypse? No. But neither is closing your eyes to it. If you watched this video, you are one of the people searching for the truth. Share it, because there is a lot of content spreading panic. Very little that spreads the truth.